USA 4, Jamaica 5, Great Britain 7. Rarely has there been a greater sense of anticipation ahead of any race in history. Great Britain going well in 7. Let's watch the changeovers. Britain now up on the outside, past the Chinese. Gatlin running well. And the Jamaicans coming through now. It's a brilliant bend by Great Britain. The Jamaicans have some work to do. So too the Americans. Britain, Jamaica, and the United States. And look at this from Mitchell Blake. It's Great Britain. Great Britain, yes! I can't believe it. Great Britain have taken the gold medal. Usain Bolt is limping down the track. It hasn't ended as he would have liked. We'll salute him in a moment, but let's celebrate the Great British Quartet. It's a new British record. And they have stormed to gold on a night that we will never, ever forget. No British team have ever won this title. Silver twice. This time it's gold. Ahead of the United States in silver. Japan got the bronze as Bolt is consoled on the track. He knew it was time to retire, but who knew that Great Britain would come out on top as we say goodbye to the greatest of all time. These 4 young men have etched themselves into global history. CJ Uja, Adam Jamili, Danny Talbot, Nathaniel Mitchell Blake have each produced the race of their lives. It is gold for Great Britain at the climax of the penultimate night.
Absolutely superb. Those boys run the race of their lives. Perfect takeovers every single time. They were running blind because the big teams were behind them, but they came storming through. Tragedy for Bolt. He tried to maybe go a little bit too hard early on, and his legs just wasn't there this time. They can't believe it. They really can't believe it, but they're going to have to believe it because they are now the world champions. Well, they looked so good in qualifying. We thought there was a possibility, a slight possibility they could do it, but they're up against the might of Jamaica, the might of the United States. But in the end, they came and they actually conquered. Absolutely wonderful.
Well, it's reminiscent of the scenes of celebration in Athens in 2004 when Mark Lewis Francis denied Maurice Green by 100th of a second. Gatlin does get another global medal, but this time it's silver to go alongside his gold. That's a story for another moment. A 15-year international career comes to an end. Not in the manner in which he was expecting. This man set out to transcend the boundaries of his sport, and just like Muhammad Ali, he has shaken up the world in his own inimitable style. Tonight, the world salutes Usain Bolt. Tonight, we simply say thank you.
The crowd are absolutely delighted in here that the Great Britain Northern Ireland team have won gold, but also absolutely devastated that Usain Bolt picked up the injury and couldn't complete his final race. The pure mix of emotions in here tonight is outstanding. I've never witnessed anything like it. The British team were outstanding.
There was that moment, wasn't there, Kath, where Bolt went off and collapsed on the track, and the whole crowd went very quiet. Then they realised that Great Britain were going to win. And then there was a change of emotion, dramatic change of emotion in literally 2 or 3 seconds.
A fantastic run by Nathaniel Mitchell Blake as well at the end, because it looked for all the world that Coleman, who of course is the coming man in the event, was going to pass him, but Mitchell Blake seemed to find another little extra at the end, and all of them ran absolutely brilliantly, especially perhaps CJ Uja as well, who got them off to such a terrific start.
Double celebration for the United States. Yet another medal for their collection. They are soaring clear in the medal table. Well, an unprecedented moment for the British quartet. Never have 4 British men stood on top of the podium in the World Championship. Twice silver, but never gold until tonight. And what a context in which to do it, in their own stadium, in front of their own fans, who turned out in their thousands.
Well, let's look at the replay. Uja absolutely flew in lane number 7. Omar McLeod ran a tasty first leg as well. American were in it at this point. A beautiful changeover. Adam Jamili, fueled by not being in the individual event here in London, ran the back straight of his life. Gatlin was flying as well. Let's look at the changeover again of the British team. Brilliant. Absolutely outstanding. There is no better runner in the world at the moment for me. He'd be in my top 3. Danny Talbot runs a bend like nobody else. When he ran in that semi-final and ran 20.16 seconds, he flew round. And look at that, a little bit of an adjustment by the American squad on their final changeover. And in the centre of the picture, Usain Bolt was about to unleash the second gear. The desperately sad injury for the best man, the fastest we've ever had. But look at that. Under pressure, not a chance. Tonight it was going to be Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And Nathaniel Mitchell-Blake, well, what can you say, Robbie? Just missed a medal in the 200 metres. Anywhere else in the world could he have done that? You never know. But in London, there was no chance he was being caught.
Home crowds can sometimes help do something very special. Agony for Bolt, literally and metaphorically, a problem with his left foot. He's not out in the stadium at the moment. He's gone off to get treatment. But let's celebrate this fantastic performance from all 4 of the British team. Jamili just missed a medal in the 200 last year in the Olympics. Mitchell-Blake just missed a medal in the 200 here. And that is an embrace of joy. They will forever be inextricably linked by what they've done here tonight for themselves and for their country. And a sad end. It is a sad end. It's not how anybody would have scripted this, least of all Usain Bolt. In time, we won't be focusing on what he didn't do here. We'll be focusing on all that he did achieve over 15 great years. Oh, the hero once again getting involved. They were so good. They were so good in qualifying, and they delivered under the most intense pressure. Great Britain are the world champions for the very first time, and in a new British record. Silver for the United States, a fabulous bronze for the Japanese quartet following up their silver last year in Rio, and Usain Bolt collapsing on the track means that the Jamaicans did not finish. What a race and what a night of drama in the Olympic Stadium.